Today's about raising funds for our educational and conservation programs in primarily Zambia.
We have supported projects in Africa for years, and today is our one day to share with the community that I've known for so long about all the things that I care so much about and why I go there 2 times a year.
Today we're hoping that they get caught up in the same passion that we are, and they see how they can help and how a few dollars stretches such a long ways in Africa, unlike here. We've also done a lot of work here, but over there it's amazing of what you can do with just a few dollars.
It is definitely what many of us call a third world country. Our biggest, some of the things that we take for granted here are education and just the conveniences of having internet and running water and electricity, and so many of these people do not have that.
The Africans are such exceptional people, and did we see anybody starving? No. Do they live in total poverty compared to what we live in? Yeah. But Zambia is sort of one of the more, I guess, poorer countries and hasn't been visited a lot by tourists yet. So it was kind of fun to go there with Carol and Steve and see, because they have a lot of personal relationship with a lot of people. They're starting a school and things.
We see kids that can continue school after the 7th grade because it's no longer free, and that costs a whopping $150 a year. We see us building several schools. Conservation programs, which encourages kids to go out and seek work after they've had their full education and working in the very area that we're trying to save the animals from poaching and extinction.
You know, as a teacher, when you go to the classrooms and you see 65 people in a classroom, you know there's a real need there. It's the best education on offer for them in their village. But, you know, so many seats, they're just coming off the windows and the walls, and the poor teachers, and God love them, but, you know, they are just overwhelmed by the numbers.
We're sponsoring a student in college. Last year was our first year that we sponsored Alec, and this year is our next year. And when we go to Africa in June next year, he will have graduated, so we'll actually get to meet him.
Obviously, a small amount of money goes a long way, and you're making a tremendous difference in these children's lives with whatever you're able to do to help out. It gives them an opportunity for the rest of their lives, really.
For us, and what we learned in inquiring with Steve and Carol about their program and what they do with kids is you're changing a whole family, not just one student. If this student can go through college, he's going to be an accountant. He's going to school to be an accountant. He can help his siblings, his parents, his kids when he has kids. So it helps a whole generation and a whole group of people rather than just one person.
It's kind of emotional thinking back to what we saw and the tremendous efforts that Carol and Steve give, and the teachers and the kids. It's really moving. It's something you never forget in your whole life.
The kids were just amazing. You don't speak their language. They don't speak very much, hardly any English. And we were able to still have an amazing visit. And just, I came away from that just sort of, I told Carol, I fell in love with the village and the people. And, you know, there's so many places you can do things in the world that I happen to land here, and I think that's where my spot is.
If I had my way, I would have everyone that attends today go with me to Africa and take a trip with me to Zambia and go on safari and meet the kids.
Oh my God, it was life-changing. We learned a different music, a different rhythm. We fought with the elephants. We fell in love with Africa.
They can see what we're doing over there and the type of work we're doing, but also take in the wonderful walking safaris that we do, and which is the main reason why we went there in the first place.
Facilities, the food was wonderful.
It's a mango tree on the other side of the lodge.
They built this lodge around the mango tree, and so the baboons actually climb up and throw the mangoes down so the elephants can eat them. And the elephants come back every year to eat the mangoes when they're ripe.
And it fit with my whole concept of education and the kinds of things that are being done there as a path to peace, really.
We think of our own children, and these children don't have opportunities. And what we're able to do to help out is such a small Small thing for us, but it's monumental for them. It's the rest of their lives.
Today I'm just hoping that I can give them just a little vision of what it's like over there and why I keep going back.
Exciting night and raising lots of money.
I get a little emotional. I really am macho. We admit we have fallen in love with these people and the country that have so little but have given us so much.
Well, as many of you know for sure, Steve and Carol have been traveling to Africa for many years, bringing back stories of their work there and leading the groups on safari to Zambia, a place they call a second home.
Our first item number 1, is a Africa experience. This is not a zoo, folks. This is Safari West. It's a classic safari Jeep tour. I've got 100. What about 150? I've got 150. Thanks to bidder number 270. Can I get 2? As Kitty was talking about the snare jewelry, this is it. We're gonna do Kitty's piece first. Obviously, you're gonna get a beautiful piece of jewelry you get to go home with, but it's really about the story and supporting wildlife conservation. Save the lives of these unbelievable precious creatures. Going once, going twice at 525. So, bidder number 270. Is that bidder number 275? She's so excited. Dancing and prancing. I got $1,000 going twice, 1,000 twice, and $1,000 sold. Yes, you give it up to bidder number. Yes, she just got a trip. I've got 13 going twice, and I got $1,300 sold to bidder number 246. Thank you, thank you, guys. This is the item that you guys have been waiting for all night. I cannot possibly do the description of this African safari justice as far as what you are in store for. All I can tell you is it's 7 days at the bush camp. It is an unbelievable luxury African safari for 2 in Zambia's iconic South Luangwa National Park. This is, one of the coolest part is, this is not a big mass tour, folks. There's no more than 8 people, 8 guests in your camp. You've got all of your food, your gourmet meals taken care of. For all of you that went on this trip, give it up, yell and tell us how much fun you had, yay! And give it up for my $7,000 bidder!